Alright, hello lovely people, how's it going? I hope you are doing well. So today we are here to read the new ID information, but also I wanted to read the new notice that came out because there was recently an announcement that CANTO 10 has been delayed into September. I know there was some stuff that happened with that. I didn't watch the live stream myself, but I did hear a little bit about it where the initial announcement was not received super well because they were going to release the CANTO unvoiced and then add the voice acting in later on, but actually the community basically told them that they actually want to just have it all come out voice, so they've decided to actually just fully delay until September. So they said they were going to be releasing like an updated announcement, so I wanted to read that announcement and just talk a little bit about it because yeah, it doesn't happen very often, these kind of things, but I think it is important to acknowledge. So we're going to read the update notice. So hello, this is Kim Ji-hoon, director of Project Moon. Hi. We would like to provide you with an update regarding our plans and release schedule for Chapter 10. Although we had initially scheduled the chapter update to be released by August, it has been delayed to September 17th. Additional time provided for the delay will be used to add voice acting to Chapter 10 and refine its content. Which, in my opinion, absolutely fine. I have absolutely no issues with them delaying the CANTO. I personally, I think, would have actually just waited and just played it voice acted. I think the problem with that, though, is because it would have been released anyway, there are people that would have played it, and then spoilers. Like, I think a big concern for a lot of people that would have wanted to wait for voice acting would have been spoilers, because it's hard enough when a CANTO comes out to avoid the spoilers. It's everywhere. Like I try and play it as soon as it releases, like a day or two afterwards, because I'm scared of spoilers, because the game's getting so popular now. Like, it will just pop up everywhere. So yeah, so I'm really glad they are delaying it to add the voice acting, so I have absolutely no issue with that whatsoever. I also just want them to, like, not feel rushed and, like, just put the content out that they want to release. And I said it in my most recent video on my second channel. If you've not checked it out yet, please do. But the voice acting adds so much to Limbus. It's so important. And the intervalos, you know, I'm absolutely fine with them not being voiced because we get them voiced later. It's not a problem. I understand there is a lot of work they do for this game. There is so much work they do for this game. So to me, I understand them not being voiced, but main story I think does need to be voiced, and I would much rather them just delay and get to take the time to, like, do it than anything else. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, we've had so much Limbus content recently. They are cooking. They are providing us with a banquet on a regular basis, and I love that. I'm so happy for that. But also, like, please don't stress out Project Moon. Like, I don't want you to overwork yourselves. I don't want you guys to burn out. Like, I want them to take care of themselves and bring us content when it's ready. And if it means we have to wait an extra nearly month for CANTO 10, I'm absolutely fine with that. So I am interested, though, what we're going to get instead, because normally they do have a very tight schedule. Something is usually releasing, even if it's just an ID, every other couple of weeks. So yeah, I am curious. So let's read the next bit. During the 3-week delay, reflectrial, I'm really bad, content will be added to the game to provide additional combat content and resource gathering opportunities. Oh, I haven't even done the ones we've got. I've tried one of them and I was really bad at it. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. Fuck. In addition to the above, as per our usual content release schedule, there will be a release of identities and/or one E.G.O and announcer every other Thursday. What the so wait, hang on. Does this, this could be fucking interesting. Hang on. Does that mean that we're gonna get, like, stuff that we wouldn't have gotten if this wasn't delayed? Because it's not going to be stuff from, like, Chapter 10, because that would be spoilery IDs. This means, this is exciting. Do you know what this means? This means they could go back. Oh my god, we might get Rhino Gregor. Like, they could go back to previous CANTOs and give us IDs for characters that we didn't have before. That's what that could mean, right? Or just, like, even stuff from the other games. Ooh, that's exciting. That is actually really exciting, because that means we might get characters that were very powerful in early CANTOs that we weren't ready for yet because our characters weren't as powerful, and now our characters are more powerful. They might actually give us those. That is really exciting. Oh, I think it would only be, like, maybe 2 that we'll end up getting, but I'm very excited. The E.G.O, so it'll probably be like, I can imagine it'll be like 1 set of identities and 1 set of an E.G.O or announcer. Like, I reckon it'll be something like that. Because if it's only a 3-week delay, there might only be 2 weeks where they need to do it. So yeah, that might be what that is. Oh, that's really exciting. I like that. While Project Moon will participate in the Tokyo Game Show as planned, our development personnel will not attend the event and will instead focus on developing Chapter 10 to meet our updated release schedule. Oh, that's a shame. But I do obviously appreciate them staying and doing it, but it's a shame, like, I don't know how many shows Limbus gets to go to, but I can imagine the Project Moon team quite enjoy getting to do that, so yeah, okay. And then Ham Ham Pang Pang's employees will be managing the Limbus company booth at TGS, which is a nice opportunity for them. Merchandise will be distributed at the booth. I want to go! I want to go! We will strive to make up for this delay and providing a more engaging experience for our users. Once again, we sincerely apologize for the delay. We'll enter that scheduling notice. So Yi Sang, and then we've got Rodian. There's a Season 7 ID. Yeah, the new Yi Sang. The announcer. We love that. We love that. Thank you. And then, yeah, the new Line 2 bot GAC. 2 limited packages will be added to the game when the July 21st schedule update. Oh, okay. Okay, and then an ID growth pack. Red Spring Tier 5 will be added for the 4th Match Flame Rodian. I actually need to have a look and see. New effect among the E.G.O gift cleanup agent gear set. C, among identities that inflict dimensional rift using base skills, count 1 non-W Corp identity with the earliest deployment order as W Corp identity. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So, 4th Match Flame Rodian. E.G.O passive will not work as intended. If relevant effect, after defeating an enemy that is burned, heal Wrath a Resonance HP. Oh, the effect will now trigger even when the user defeats an enemy by attacking the said enemy's part that does not have burn, as long as the enemy's other part has burn. This effect will now only trigger when an enemy is burned that is defeated. Ooh. So that actually might work quite well with Valencina. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, or she does also have the Lu Association ID. The effect was designed to trigger when the user defeats an enemy by attacking the enemy's part that does not have burn, as long as the other parts have burn. However, in review, we've identified an issue where the logic would fail to distinguish enemies from allies, and the issue where the effect would not trigger. It was quite interesting to read these. I never usually read these, really. The speech bubbles. Now they're okay. There's been some adjustments. Oh, they've made quite a few adjustments. I didn't realize they actually made so many like adjustments to things. I think this is completely fair. I have no issues with this. It's nice that they're adding some refractoral content. Let me know what you'd like to see, but let me know what you think about this delay. Were you someone that had a bit of an issue with the delay? Would you someone that would have played it even without the voice acting? Or do you think this is a completely fair thing to do? I honestly think this is fair. I also think by doing an ID or E.G.O and an announcer, and hopefully, like I said, because obviously they probably had some planned up until the original release date, which was like the end of August. So they probably already have those all planned out. So it'll just be like adding maybe like an extra 1 or 2, depending on the schedule. So hopefully, like I said, they'll go back and maybe give us something that we've been like wanting. For example, like Rhino Gregor. But yeah, or like a character that, like I said, was previously really powerful that we couldn't get an ID for because it was too powerful, and now we will. But yeah, let me know what you want to see. Let me know who, like, you would like to get an ID, or like, is there anyone like in mind, or any IDs that got teased that we never got? Like, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm really curious what they're gonna do, but hopefully this won't give them too much extra work. Like, it might give them a bit, but not like too much that it's gonna be a big stress so they can't focus on CANTO 10. At least it's not like they're trying to give us like another interval in between, you know what I mean? So yeah, but anyways, let me know what you think. Let's read the ID. I'm not gonna lie, I nearly forgot that was the thing we're here to do. Let's read the ID. Okay, so we have got the LC E.G.O Dimension Shredder Yi Sang looking incredible. I'm very excited for this character story. A lot of people left me comment kind of saying that like this is the character that Sora kills before, like we don't actually see this character in the story. So I'm really excited to see like who this character is going to be, because yeah, we didn't see them at all apparently. So for skills, we've got skill 1 Dimension Slice, skill 2 Consecutive Dimension Slice, skill 3 Rip Space, which is definitely, I know that from the E.G.O, and then defense Sidestep. Oh, okay. And then we've got skill 3-2 4-dimensional Refraction Time Series Severance, so a little bit of a mouthful. And then we've got some passives, so Velocity and Coordinates and Velocity, Open Alley is another passive, and then support passive is Let Man Outrun Even the Ray of Light. Alright, let's give this a read. Okay, so for skill 1, we've got Dimension Slice. So on use, gain final power for every X charge count on self and Rupture and Dimensional Rift on target. Oh, Rupture. Do you know what? I forgot about Rupture. I think I said Charge Bleed, but Rupture makes so much more sense. I'm an idiot. On use, consume charge count to gain coin power. We love that. So on hit, gain charge count, inflict Rupture, consume Dimensional Castaway to reuse this coin. All right, okay. Interesting. All right. Consecutive Dimensional Slice, so skill 2. So gain final power for every X Rupture and Dimensional Rift on target. Consume charge count to gain final power. At X charge potency, gain coin power, and then gain charge count, inflict Rupture, inflict Dimensional Rift, deal slash damage equal to charge potency on self, and like times X of this coin's final damage. Okay, so this Dimensional Rift, Dimensional Castaway as well. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to see what that is on the other one, because I think that's going to affect more of this, like, skill 3-2, the building up of it. So skill 3, Rip Space. So at X charge count, activate 4-dimensional refraction times severance instead. Oh, so it's the build of charge that does that. Okay, so that's this. So at XY charge count, consume all charge count and gain coin power for every X charge count consumed. Gain final power for every X Rupture plus Dimensional Rift on target. Gain Dimensional Castaway and quadricolored dimensions. So gain charge count, inflict Rupture, gain charge, inflict Rupture, inflict Dimensional Rift, deal slash damage equal to charge potency on self times X of this coin's final damage. So obviously using all of these, you're building your charge, but you do consume charge for using these skills. So if you're wanting to activate this skill 3-2, you're going to have to be very careful. I think, to be fair, if you use this and you don't have enough charge count, it does consume all your charge count. So you've got to be careful using your skill 3 if you want to activate skill 3-2 instead. But it does like gain Dimensional Castaway and quadricolor dimensions, which I'm presuming are things in your passive, so we'll have a look at that afterwards. And then also this Dimensional Rift I'm seeing on a few of these as well being inflicted, so that's probably in there as well. So if you do have enough charge count though, you can activate the 4-dimensional refraction time series severance. So it's an unfocused volley, so I think that's against all enemies. So gain final power for every X Rupture plus Dimensional Rift on the main target. Gain Dimensional Castaway and quadricolor dimensions. Consume X charge count to gain final power and coin power. So gain quadricolor dimensions, inflict Rupture, deal slash damage equal to X of this coin's final damage to all targets. Gain quadricolor dimensions, inflict Rupture, deal slash damage equal to X percentage of this coin's final damage for all targets. Gain quadricolor dimensions, inflict Rupture, flipping heck, by the way, holy fuck. This is a lot. Inflict Rupture, deal slash damage equal to X percentage of this coin's final damage for all targets. Gain charge count, inflict Rupture, inflict Dimensional Rift, deal slash damage equal to X percentage of this coin's final damage to all targets. At X charge potency, reuse this coin. That's a very strong skill. I'm curious about this quadricolor dimensions, because you're gaining this throughout. So I am pretty, because it looks like I'm not seeing like where you do, you're just gaining it. So I'm wondering if it's going to give you like extra power, because that's consuming all the Dimensional Castaway. And to be fair, you do gain the Dimensional Castaway from using your skill 3. And you gain it here as well. Okay, right, here we go. Defense. So combat start. Gain a charge barrier equal to the charge potency yourself. We did actually see that in the trailer. I'm glad there's a charge barrier. They're very helpful. I always try and get like the gift that gives you a charge barrier, because it's really good in Mirror World? What am I talking about? In the weekly dungeon. So gain Dimensional Castaway and quadricolor dimensions. Oh, on combat start though. So actually using this as your first skill might be quite helpful. So at X charge potency, gain additional stacks of the above effects. Right. So what you might want to do is use like one of your skill 1 and skill 2s first, and then use your defense to build it higher. And then combat start at X charge count, consume the charge count percentage HP to gain up to Y charge count. And then at X charge count, consume up to Y surplus charge count and apply the following effects. So you heal the charge count and you gain charge count consumed haste next turn. So using your defense on occasion also might be really helpful in regards to like healing. You get haste, you get building of your charge count, you get Dimensional Castaway, you get quadricolor dimensions, and you get a charge barrier. Interesting. I'm really curious about some of these passives though, so let's take a look at those. Okay, so velocity and coordinates and velocity. If this unit's speed is faster than the target's, deal plus speed difference times charge on self % damage, and then turn end gain charge potency on self divided by X, and then haste next turn, which we love. Open Alley. So gain charge potency every time this unit consumes X cumulative charge count in this encounter. When another ally's skill hits an enemy, at attack end of the said skill, consume Dimensional Castaway to activate Dimensional Slice against the said target, then gain quadricolor dimensions. Oh. Oh, that's nice. So it doesn't necessarily have to be, it's just any other ally. Oh. Right, so that's what, right, so you build this up as you're going along by using your skills, but then when another ally attacks an enemy, you then get an extra attack to use the Dimensional Slice, which is your skill 1, and then you gain more of the quadricolor dimensions, which is over here. Oh, that's actually sick. We love that. And then support passive, so let man outrun even the ray of light. When one ally with the fastest speed uses a skill that gains or consumes charge count, gain haste next turn. That's actually so good. And then also Dimensional Castaway, before getting hit, gain shield equal to stack percentage HP. And then quadricolor dimensions, gain the following effects based on stack. So +1 gain offense level, +2 gain defense level, +3 gain more charge count from the unit skills, +4 this unit's skills deal charge potency X damage. If this unit gains this effect past its max cap, this unit gains the surplus stack next turn. Wow, that's got some good buffs. Ooh, I like this a lot though. That's actually really good. Yeah, so with Dimensional Castaway, you get shield, but then also you then activate your skill 1 against an enemy. So like this Yi-Sang could kind of be used as like a little assassin to kind of pick off enemies near the end of their HP. So if you like have someone that attacks an enemy and doesn't quite finish them off, Yi-Sang, if he has enough of Dimensional Castaway, could just come along and just finish them off. That's actually so good. Oh, I like that. See, it's interesting because I was trying to think, obviously with the charge and the rupture, who would be good with this Yi-Sang, but to be fair, obviously we do have some W Corp employees that we got, like we got that Heathcliff and everything, but also the Hohenheim, the Gregor that we got recently as well. So I think that there is definitely, like this is definitely going to be a really good addition to the charge squads. And there's some really good benefits, but the fact that you have shield and healing and haste, and also this little assassin move that comes on as well, and then also gaining stacks depending on the quadricolor dimensions, which you get from doing your skill 3 and your defense. Oh yeah, I'm 100% sure on this ID. Holy crap, that's good. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know, are you going to be getting this Yi-Sang? Let me know down in the comments below. I definitely am. I'm probably going to be sharding though, as after Wild Purges, I do need to save up a little bit. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the news about Canto 10. Let me know your thoughts on this ID. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Limbus content on the channel. There is also now the second channel, which I do lore and commentary content on. So if you want to check that out too, please do. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will hopefully catch you soon. Bye.